So I'm Tom Miner. I'm the co-founder of Easy Education and thus the creator of DoodleMaths, which has become the best-selling primary maths app in the UK over the last 12 months.
Well, congratulations. That's very good. Yeah.
No, we're very pleased.
So, can you tell us a bit about your experience of working with Intohand? I think they did the development for you on that. Is that right?
They did. So we engaged Intohand about 18 months ago and spent a lot of time with Stuart, Scott, and in particular, and then Kieran and Mike and some of the other guys there, scoping it out in the initial stages to work out the best technology to develop it in, because we wanted to develop an app that was cross-platform, a single code base, and also produce primary school versions and secondary school versions.
Right.
So we were very grateful of that initial support that we got from the team.
Yeah, it's important, isn't it, to set the stall correctly, so that when you are developing, you know the direction you're going in.
Absolutely, and we have had experience with the previous developer of diving into the project a little bit too quickly, which meant that we went to Intohand with a partially failed project that they needed to rescue, and we needed to spend some time getting it built on the right technology.
Right, and that's working well now.
That's working well. So Intohand recommended a solution based on a cross-platform SDK called Corona, which allowed us to have a single code base that compile for both Apple and Android and perhaps Windows in the future. So it's been a very cost-effective solution which has and should be very easy to maintain in the future as well.
Good, good. Tell me about this, the two age groups, because I can imagine that teenagers are going to be interested in a different type of user experience to infant school kids. Is that a fair appreciation?
Absolutely. So the way we engineered that is that the core elements of the app are the same for primary maths as they are for secondary maths.
Right.
We use the same database for our content. We use the same adaptive algorithms. We use very similar question styles. But some of the content needs to change, and some of the dynamic elements need to change. The graphics don't appeal to secondary school students in the same as primary, so we need to change them.
Yeah.
But we've changed that within the same code base, and it's very easy for the app to be compiled to be the primary version or to be the secondary version.
Yeah.
The traction that we've got in the UK on the basis of the app that we've designed so far could be replicated in much bigger markets, in the United States and in China, for example. So that's what has excited our investors. British education is probably one of its best exports. What we're trying to build as a business, as Easy Education, is a saleable business. It's a classic startup. We want to build something very big and very quickly.
Yeah.
And I think a requirement for that from the investors is that the tech remains in-house to create a more saleable business.
Yeah.
But the seed funding that we initially raised was never going to be sufficient to bring the tech in-house, which so we were fortunate enough to be able to find Intohand and work with Intohand.
Yeah, because that's a big step for the investors to know that there's a decent product proposition there.
Absolutely.
They look at the team, they look at the proposition. So
we wanted proof of concept and proof of market from our product, and we've done both, and we've got good traction in the revenues as a result back of it as well. So I think it's made quite an attractive proposition.
Yeah, good. Tom, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Good speaking.